Hey, welcome to Tailgate Beers. Hey, we got Austin and Ryan here as usual. We're back here on the Crusens Farmington Road set. Hey, tonight, Friday night, we've got Matt Schuster here with us tonight. So let everybody welcome Matt.
Yeah. Cheers. First time.
Cheers.
Cheers, boys.
At Crusens.
Cheers.
Air cheers.
You didn't.
Oh,
cheers me.
I still haven't learned how to use this damn thing, so I was trying to go around it.
So yeah, you're playing Peoria, Illinois, West Peoria, Crusens Farmington Road tonight. First time here in Peoria, Illinois, Central Illinois.
No, it's actually not my first time, but it's my first time playing here. So like first time coming back for work for songs, but I've been through here many times.
But you're because you're kind of a local guy, Charleston area.
I would say, right? I mean, it's like 2 hours away. I would say local. I mean, it's Illinois. It's like if you're not in Chicago, right? You're neighbors.
Absolutely.
You know? So it's kind of a different. It's a different world from Chicago. So I feel like we're all the same.
So born and raised in Charleston or
Charleston, Illinois. Yeah,
Okay.
born and raised.
So Eastern Illinois is there too.
Yeah, baby.
Big college town.
Went there twice. Didn't quite make it through, but yeah, it's like a college town.
Yeah,
it is. It's cool. There's a lot of excitement.
That's awesome. So you're a Tailgate and Tall Boys alum too, I know.
I am Tailgate Tall. Yeah, when did I play that? Do you remember? It was like
not
2
this year,
years
but last
ago,
year,
right?
2023.
Yes,
Yep.
and that was like one of my first festival opportunities. But yeah, we played there and it was awesome.
Tell
it was
us about
like my first festival, I think actually.
Was it?
Yeah, like I literally wore cowboy boots, and I don't do that.
Yeah.
And I respect them, and I think they're sick, but I get scoliosis, and I'm slipping and sliding. But that was like the one time I did it, and that's how I remember. I'm like, I learned one time. I was like, I can't do that anymore.
Yeah, not for me.
Yeah, but
Well, if that really is your first
that
festival,
is
so
like-
then on top
yeah.
of that tonight
there was
is this
one more. There was one more I can't remember, but
because you also played Taylorville. You played two Tailgate and Tall Boys back. You played Bloomington and Taylorville. The mud one. One was the mud part.
Dude, our security was a biker gang.
Yeah.
It was like the craziest thing ever. It was so sick.
So and then tonight is your first headline
Yes, I know.
of
A
its
lot
own
of
tour.
firsts.
So tonight at
lot of
Cruise and
firsts.
Austin Williams was the first here.
Yeah, he
and
was.
now we got Matt.
Dude, we're pumped. We're really pumped to be here. It's like it's a great first. I can't think of a better first. So,
No,
Thank you.
and to have you on the festival, that was one where I really didn't know much about you other than I had a buddy that was like, I think a super fan of Matt Schuster, Wade.
Oh yeah.
Wade's a
Wade
super
Rossi.
fan. Shout out Wade. But that's one where I was like, yeah, I mean, I think he's great. All the stuff that you came and played, and then I think we talked briefly there, but not getting to see a ton of it. I think you were side stage.
it's probably just as well, man. That was I was not polished. I'll tell you that.
No, but that's a perfect way to break in,
Yeah.
get fans.
I agree.
Sharpen your pencil, and it's cool that you got to play it.
Yeah.
So that show being, again, a couple hours away, do you see a lot of family come to these things? I mean, I know there's some family here tonight, and
Yeah.
I mean,
Shout
that's
out
got
to
to
all
be.
the family. We got family in the room.
I think they left.
I think they all left.
Oh,
I
okay.
made them
Screw
leave.
it.
I made them
We're
leave.
not
I
listening.
can't.
We're not listening.
People are
To,
watching me like, oh god.
yeah, we're not listening to this interview.
Right. That's funny.
No, that's gotta be fun though to be able to start it off with a bunch of family here.
It
Not like
is.
you're clear
It
off
is.
in East Coast or West
right.
Coast.
Yeah, it is. It's like both. To be honest, it's like these people know me. So like if I go crazy on stage or whatever, they're just like, who is this guy? And I know like I'm just always overthinking and overanalyzing, which is a huge issue. I acknowledge it, but that's like always the thing. But like they're supporting me, and I like it's just so nice. It just feels like home everywhere. And it is like one of those things. Like if it's 2 hours, 3 hours away, they're always there. Like they're always coming. Especially my parents, but like sisters, brother-in-law, they're all them. Friends. Got a lot of friends. Very fortunate to have like a lot of like lifelong like close friends back home, and they always come and support. So that's really fun. Yeah.
So you say you're an overthinker. We're two
Hell
very
yeah.
big overthinkers.
We are.
Has there ever been an overthink of mullet or no mullet, or where did that
I'm
where
like,
did that
do I
come
buzz
about?
This shit? Like, what do I do? Yeah, there's always that. I mean, every time I go to get a cut, I'm like, all right, is today the day we cut it off? Or do we make it crazier? Yes, absolutely. I've had that moment just about every time I get.
See,
cut.
I see it, and I'm like, man, I envy you. I mean, I think
Oh,
it's
yeah.
awesome. I'm
You
like,
like it?
at what point was there like a mid phase of like the mullet where you're like, man, I'm like, I don't have one, but I'm kind of getting there because I could
That
never
was
let
like-
my hair grow out that far.
That was like right before I came to Nashville, I started shout out Hector. Hector is the guy that used to cut me. He was like the first time I really started doing the mullets. He was cutting University of Illinois, so I think he was cutting a lot of the ball players there. And my buddy Basho, who's also here, but I don't think he's outside, would also get cut by him. And I was like, shit, I'll go. And it was a whole different vibe. Like it was like it was like the mullet thing, like with my hair, was like weird, but he made it so tight. It was so sick. It was awesome. And so now shout out Molly, who's doing it in Nashville. I have her kind of go bald here, and it stays right. I like it. I look at it when it's fresh, and I'm like, that's pretty cool. But I can also see why people are like, dude, this guy's a douchebag.
Well, my boy.
But I'm like, shit, why not?
My boy went through the baseball phase where he's like, Dad, I gotta get the.
Oh yeah.
There's something about that flow, man. You can throw the hat on, you still have the flow. Take it off. It's kind of an attraction. It's a thing, you know.
I have no flow, no nothing as far as that's concerned. So,
yeah.
Nothing I can do about that. I mean,
No,
it's hereditary.
Yeah,
I couldn't do it, but no. So you're in Nashville now. You have been there for how long?
Oh shit, man. 2.5 years. Let's see. Okay, I moved like June-ish, not last year, but the year before. So yeah, like 2.5 years.
And
I'd
what
say, roughly.
what sent that into effect? What was like the deciding factor of I'm going to make
Man.
that
Gotta get
jump?
Nashville.
I'll tell you what, it was for me. It was different. So it was like I met my manager, Eric. Shout out, Eric. Hey.
There he is. He's in the
Eric
building.
is Jewish, actually, by the way.
In case anybody was wondering, shout out Juice.
Eric met.
That coat looks Jewish. I can tell you that. I'm jealous. The moment you walked up, I was like, I'm jealous of that coat.
It's kosher. It's
I
crazy.
love that coat.
Eric met Louis Capaldi and said, and I'll never forget it. And I was never even there, but he's like, "Hey, I'm Jewish Capaldi," which is so hilarious. I'm just like, did he laugh? If he didn't laugh, it'd be even better.
Did he laugh?
Chocolate said, "Oh, is that so?"
Anyways,
Security.
that's funny. Met Eric, and that was probably like half a year prior to that, maybe a little bit more. And he reached out to me. I'd been posted on TikTok and met him and a lot of other people, and Eric was a man. So we, long story short, we started working together, and then the whole plan was, let's keep doing what we're doing. Like, don't change too much. Just keep doing stuff online, keep putting out music, and eventually, we think we can reel in some sort of a advancement situation with the distributor, or just whatever is coming in monthly from these streams, and be able to actually go to Nashville, not have to do what I've been doing, which was wrapping sandwiches at Jimmy John's, Jersey Mike's, cleaning cars, doing all that shit. Like, just go there for music. And because that was such a reality at first, I was like, well, let's freaking do that. I was in school at the time, so I was like, we'll finish out, which finish out just meant
Get by.
basically exist until the semester's over, but I didn't do shit. We did that, and then finally it became somewhat sustainable, and I was able to move there and just do music, and was fortunate enough to have connections already with some publishers and a label, and got the publishing deal and the record deal pretty dang soon after, and very fortunate, significantly fortunate. But, it was, I think we dealt with the hand that we were given as good as we could have, I think. So we moved, roughly 2.5 years ago. I moved in with him, and that was great. We did that for a year. We just grinded. And, there was no really, come here and serve or do, which is what a lot of people do, which I respect. I think it's so awesome. Sometimes I have, this imposter syndrome of I didn't do that, but everybody has their own route, their own way, and I'm really appreciative of mine. And so about 2.5 years ago we made the move and just went after it.
You guys still roommates now?
No, we are not. He turned out to be. I found out he was Jewish, and then we had to,
to move out.
Who is the
obviously kidding.
Who is the messier one?
Who was the messier one, Eric? Obviously Eric.
Come on.
No, Eric.
Take up this much.
Yeah, we had some issues. Yeah, we that was one of the things where Eric's like, "Hey, dude, I'm not even but can you clean your fucking dishes?"
Was that what separated? Was it finally hey, it's not you, it's me?
It's over. No, why did we end up? I wanted to get a house.
Touch grass.
Yeah, that's what it was. Literally,
Yeah.
I was like, dude, I
One in
cannot
the
stand
yard.
this. I'm in a bird cage.
Yeah.
And so I just was
birdcage.
dying to get into a home. So I moved to a home. Eric is like never in Nashville. Like he's it's always travel right now. So it's like there's not really, I don't feel like a need for you to move really. It's like it's just your place.
He needs a bed.
Yeah,
place
he
to
needs a
pee.
bed and a bathroom, right?
Yeah, place to shower.
And yeah, exactly.
I can't wait to ask him this question later.
Oh yeah,
I
I
got a burning question to ask
significantly like
Eric.
I was the messy one all the time. I remember one time I was late, of course, to something. I think it was vocal lessons or something, and I had literally shattered glass before that, and that's like a classic thing for me to do. Like right before I got to go somewhere, of course, chaos. And I just left it. And he was just like, when he got back, he's like, that's like, you gotta sweep that up.
He just opened his.
Just like, he just leave glass. I'm like
Yeah.
walking out here on a phone call with
He shows
my
up to
bare
the
feet.
department with just a text. Hey, don't take your shoes off at the door. That's it. Just
Oh, he didn't
mysteries.
even get that. He didn't even get that. Yeah, that's pretty crazy.
Yeah, don't mind the crunch.
Yep.
So I want to talk a little bit about, and it's something we have not talked about at all on Tailgate Beers, is debuts at the Grand Ole Opry. And I know you had yours earlier this year. What was your experience with that? I've seen some of the behind the scenes. I just love to
Oh,
learn.
it was wild, dude. It was so wild. It's like so the first, I'll say this. So we've done it twice now, and the first time was, this is gonna sound crazy. It was obviously like a dream come true, crazy. Like also just like a lot of anxiety. Just like this is like a big deal. This is a huge deal. It's the Grand Ole freaking Opry. They were just the most like welcoming, just like homey group of people. It was just awesome. It just felt like home. It's just great. But they did this kind of like this documentary thing for it, and so that whole time leading up to the show was like like talking with people, doing certain interviews and photos, and I was just watching you watch that fly.
Well, this Nats driving me fucking crazy.
I know,
Dude,
bro.
it was like right here.
That's hilarious.
Sorry.
The ADHD, man.
Dude, I'm
Shit.
like- it was like right here between my
Same.
eyes.
Same.
I'm sorry.
No, I saw it too. Shit.
The
But
sniper vision.
it was very like just a lot of like PR, like press, and just like all that. So like to really like soak it in is a really challenging thing. I definitely felt it when I stepped out there. My voice, I think because of the stress, was just like awful that day, but we got through, and it was the best tequila after that I've ever had, and so that was, but it was like an unforgettable experience. But I will say, I have to say this, to be 100% honest, the second time around was my favorite. It was the one where I could like really just absorb it all.
Yeah.
Be there, enjoy it, know how it's going to go, not have that anxiety, and just go out there and just play music with also like my two guitar players that I had like really started to, kindle a relationship with. So it was just enjoyable. Like we just had all the friends and family there, and it was just like the same thing, but just like this time is like a little bit more chill. But both times, unbelievable. It's stuff you only dream of, and so that's something that'll, always be around. I think like I'll go to my grave with that.
And for people that don't know, I mean, for the Grand Ole Opry, I mean, is it just the history of just everything that means that puts that pressure on somebody that plays? Because I mean, there's a lot of people that don't realize, like, I don't know, Grand Ole Opry, what, you're in Nashville, how many people even does it sit? I don't even know.
4,500. It's pretty big. Like it's like, I would say there's like 4,000 people in there, and it's just straight up. So it's a little intimidating, and they're like coming to see. It feels like you. There's a few other people there, but dude, the history is pretty crazy. And then like you also, we put a lot of pressure on ourselves. I'm pretty guilty of that, but like to know all the people that have stepped in that circle and been in that place, and like I pulled up there when I was a kid, like was getting guitar or pictures with the guitars outside, like not even getting tours, just like, hey, we're here, we're on, on the campus, but never, even went in there. So pretty insane. That's one of those moments you just like realize, man, like, yeah, you can't stop dreaming. That's like a real thing. It's okay to, to dream. I think a lot of times people are like, think it's like a weird thing to do. I'm like, as long as you got your shit together, you should be dreaming. You should be that guy that's like says the most outlandish shit, because it will happen. There's a good chance, so that was one of those moments I realized, all right, don't stop doing that. That's like, that was really cool.
Did you wear cowboy boots on stage there?
No, he had
No, I
dunks
think I
on.
wore
He
the
had
Travis
dunks.
Scott's.
Is that what it was?
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
you
some
chose. You're
fragments,
like,
baby.
I'm not wearing cowboy boots on the most cowboy boot stage there
Right.
should be.
I wore the frags.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a bold move.
Yeah,
It was
no,
a
I,
move
I,
there,
I watched.
Cotton.
The,
I wore
the
a denim
documentary on
vest
it.
though. It was a little bit like Western, a
Yeah.
little bit.
I watched the documentary and saw some of the behind the scenes stuff, and that's why it kind of triggered me to ask, just because, like I said, we had not had that conversation with anybody on Tailgate Beers yet, and that
Oh,
was
nice.
certainly an experience that I'm sure is just something, like you said, you'll remember forever.
Yeah, it was absolutely.
Are you a big vest guy?
I freaking love vests.
Oh yeah.
What do you think?
Oh, I'm a big vest guy.
They're great.
Yeah.
They keep you real warm. You
Yeah.
unloosen it. Keep you
I like
kind
my
of warm.
arms being a little bit like
The-
chilled almost.
It's a nice, great, easy way
Yeah.
to layer. You know, your arms are
What
looser.
is your favorite vest though in your closet?
This puppy.
The red, the
Absolutely,
bold
yeah.
red
But I
North
got
Face.
like
North
an
Face.
orange one. That's kind of cool. Kind of
So
like
you're
goes
going
with
straight-
like reverse of what you're doing a
Yeah,
little bit.
yeah.
It goes with that camo kind of like swag. But
So you're going straight Back to the Future poofy
this is it.
vest.
Oh,
This is so it. I love this one so much. I love
So
that.
I had a
It's
green
bold.
puffy one on, and then my wife said, "Nah, you should go with the more flat colored one."
No, I like that you and Uncle
Yeah.
Co
green
matched
puffy
today.
would
I
have been
like
cool
it.
too. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't rock that one. I don't know that I'd pull that off.
So you eat a lot of cereal.
I mean, if I smoke enough weed, absolutely. And it just depends where I'm at in life. But there are times where that's all I do is eat cereal. Yeah.
What is
so
your
the milk at the end? Do you drink the milk out of the bowl at the end of the cereal?
Actually, no. I go back and I load up more cereal in it,
Okay.
and I go
Until
until
it's
that's a
gone.
new thing. That's it.
All right.
But I used to always drink it. But
As a
now
kid,
I'm like,
or-
I want to keep
Yeah.
eating.
top 3 cereals?
Ooh, Fruity Pebbles number 1.
Okay.
Number 1, Fruity Pebbles. Wait,
I'm
what's
like
yours?
a cinnamon toast crunch
Oh yeah,
kind of guy.
that's fire. That's
Yeah.
fire. I haven't had that in a minute,
Yeah.
but that is some good stuff.
The Reese's peanut butter puffs or whatever.
Those
it
are
is.
good. Those are yeah. My girlfriend really loves those.
Yeah.
I like just the straight peanut butter though.
Yeah,
I like
yeah,
the
yeah.
chocolate in there is fine, but I just
Yeah,
rather
no,
let's
yeah,
just cut to
absolutely.
the chase. The peanut butter is what
Yeah.
matters.
No, I was just curious if you drank the milk because I don't drink the milk.
You don't. What do
No.
you do? Just pour it out.
Pour it out. Yeah.
Oh no! So you got to utilize that milk. Absolutely, you have to. Like when you have that milk left over, if you're like me and you ate it in 3 seconds, it's still cold, right? It's got a little extra flavor, a little extra sweetness. And what you'll do is you'll put a little bit of that that peanut butter in there, and you just go back and keep doing that. I just keep doing that until I'm on my last spoonful, and that's what I do.
Yeah.
So we'll go one last question
There you
here to kind of wrap it up. Surfside has been a good sponsor of all of us.
Shout out.
And Crusens.
Shit's
and,
fire.
Yeah, try it out. So a question I asked, so you're on a plane. It's going down. You happen to be on a plane that has every album known to man that you could take with you.
Oh man.
Okay. You have a parachute. You're jumping out. First 5 albums. What albums are you taking with for the rest of your life? And you got a short amount of time to decide.
I've gotta have a couple oldies in there for sure. So I've got to go like, what was Fleetwood Mac's like big one? Do you guys
I
remember?
wasn't even born. I mean,
I was.
I was.
he was.
I don't remember what it was, but I was born.
His like the chain on it.
No, what year
I
is
think
this?
landslides on it too.
What year is this? Fleet.
I mean, I was born in '79.
Right, were you born? You weren't.
2001.
They weren't.
Yeah.
I'm like, I thought you said you were born. I'm like, no, you weren't.
Oh yeah, it's
I was
just being
born in
stupid.
'80s, so no,
Nah,
you
it's
weren't.
just stupid, bro.
So
So
you're gonna
whatever
go
that one is.
Okay.
Keith Urban. I don't know like the names of these albums, but
That's
Keith
fine.
Urban, the one that's Days Go By, is on
Mhm.
it. That's classic. But like anything Keith Urban. Who else? Eagles. You got to go to the one with Lion Eyes on it.
Okay.
Is Doolin Dalton on that one too? That's a great song, dude. The Eagles is so good.
So we Fleetwood Mac, Keith
Eagles.
Urban,
Keith
Eagles.
Urban. Dude, I feel like we have to like. I know it sounds weird saying this, but like when you say like Morgan Wallen, it's like you sound. The people are like, yeah, well,
Of course.
Do you
Right.
even like music? And I'm like, yeah, dude. Morgan Wallen is the shit.
Yeah.
He's the king.
If you don't take the
know?
double album,
So
you're
like I'm
crazy.
going double album
Yeah.
all day.
You have to.
First double album, right? That the one, Still Going Down's on it.
the double album. I mean, it's
The double album. Shit, so good.
I didn't even know they made double albums till Morgan Wallen dropped a double
Mr.
album.
Wallen.
So
And then you got Zach Bryan, but yeah, I mean, I do his music's. I feel like I'm getting.
You're gonna take
political.
that as your
You guys
fit?
heard about that, like Zach Bryan?
Team Bree. I'm Team Bree. I can't believe you're gonna put that on your
Dude,
top
I don't want to
five.
be. I don't want to be political, but like, yeah.
Is your girlfriend in here?
Let's go.
I'm glad she's
That's
not
why
here
I
to hear
can't say
this.
that, because there was that whole thing. She was like, yeah, he was like, don't sing that, Morgan Wallen shit in my house.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
come on, bro. Morgan's just winning. He's
Yeah.
just
Oh.
winning.
I thought he said don't sing Morgan Wallen or Matt Schuster was the two that he said do
right.
not sing.
I wish.
That's what I had heard.
Shout
I
out
wish.
Zach Bryan for singing that.
Right. Yeah.
So what's your fifth? If it's a Zach Bryan album, and we're gonna end this like this.
Dude, yeah, Zach. No, I'm kidding. Shit. I'm trying to think of like, because every time I do this, I'm like, why did I not say that?
The
person?
plane is crashing.
yeah.
The plane
It'll
is
come back.
crashing. By the way, I mean the plane is like on the water.
Hey, we're really high up. We're really high up. I mean, it's got to be like, Justin Bieber.
Oh shit.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, and I
Okay.
think was it Justice?
That
Which
could be
one
our
was
first.
the one with like Too Much on it and Ghost? I don't know, but
Jordan
whichever that
knows.
one was fire.
Yeah,
That one was fire. I just think he's great. So yeah, that's
I love
probably
it.
it.
absolutely.
Well, man, thank you for doing this. Thank you for putting out music and keep grinding. I don't know what all is in store for you next year, but wish you the best of luck. And
Thank you much, man. We're
Dude.
gonna try to put out as much music as
Yeah.
possible.
Let's crush
Looking
it
forward
tonight.
to seeing you on stage tonight here,
man.
West Peoria, Crusens Farmington Road, and yeah, thanks for sitting down with us.
Thanks, boys.
Let's go
Appreciate
eat
it.
some food.
Let's do it.
Cheers.
Cheers, boys. Hit me.
This was for the